Well, welcome. We are in the second live. Of course, we always have to have a good time here. What are we going to do? Well, today's live, of course, is going to be a call in show. We're going to have some topics to go back and forth on, but we're going to have some good moments here because a call in show is always worth it. Now, before we get into that, what you need to understand is it's very important that you understand that you get in your own way about these things, about dating, about meeting people, about relationships and everything else. You get in your own way. And in order for you to not get in your own way, you have to ask yourself some very honest questions about what's going on here. Why have I not seen this? Who do I really need to be? Yeah, I get it. You get confused about who to listen to. Tatas. Let me put the invite link in the chat. I put it in the description, guys. If you want to call into the show, shout out to you guys. I know we're just getting started, but here we go. Here's the thing. We get overly consumed. We're overly consumed by everything online. We're overly consumed with how we should move in the dating world. Understand something. You need to start thinking for yourself. You need to start thinking for yourself, not through anybody else. And when we start living through everybody else's hopes and dreams and experiences of dating, we become flabbergastedly effed. Effed. And I'm sticking to that one, by the way. Flabbergastingly effed. We got to get out of that zone. I'm going to put the link in the chat. The link in the chat. Hold on 1 second. I put it in the description, y'all. You guys see it? There you go. Pin that mother effer. Pin it. Pin message. Message pinned. So everybody that comes in, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? What a beautiful evening. So I'm going back and forth on some things. Shout out to Mary. Oh, I see you, Mary Jane. So, guys, like I said, again, we get in our way. Everybody else gets in our way. Why? Because we listen to everything else. We need to start focusing on what works for you. And by the way, sometimes you listen to messages from everybody else. Oh, this worked for her. It ain't for you. That ain't you, pal. That ain't you. That's her. Not you. Oh, but Johnny didn't call me for a day. Whoop-dee. Whoop-dee. What's the link for? Nicole, the link's to call in. If you want to call into the stream like I do, just like I do on TikTok, anybody who wants to call into the stream hits that link and you will call into me. Moi. You will call into me and I will hear you loud and clear. So we're going to get the stream going in a bit. Shout out to Joanne from Virginia. I see you, girl. I see you, girl. I'm just getting my mic ready. We're getting going. Can you hear me clearly? Fascinating, fantastic. Noelle, what's going on, girl? Listen, somebody talking about everybody. Yeah, I got played. Girl, everybody gets played. Everybody can get played at some point. Not everybody's for you. This ain't for you to be forward. Anybody can get played out here. I don't care who you are. Because, listen, some people are going to deny you. Some people are going to reject you. That just is what it is. It comes along with the territory. He didn't ask you out on a second date. Okay, he wasn't that interested in you. By the way, there's 40 dudes in your DM asking you out. You ain't answering them. I don't feel bad for those mother effers. I don't feel bad for them. Yes, you can rewatch if you miss an episode, but we don't feel bad for those dudes. Why? Because you weren't interested, and that's okay. You're not interested. You don't need to be interested. Fair enough. You guys get the link. Yes, of course. Catherine, I see you. I see you. I will get to you right now. Let me get it. Let me get to Catherine right now. Come on,
Shoot.
Catherine. Add the stage.
Oh, shoot.
Hello.
I didn't even realize that was a thing. I was just curious what this was, so don't mind me. I don't have a question.
Catherine. Shish kebab. Catherine?
Yeah, can you hear me?
You're speaking, but I can't hear you. Did you mute yourself?
No? Can you hear me?
You can hear her. Well, I can't freaking hear her.
Oh.
Catherine, I don't know why, but I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
That's wild. Not now. All right, hold on, Catherine. Catherine, call back in. Let me just kick you off from the studio, but call back in, please. Oh, okay, you don't have a question anymore. Okay. Jen, well, hold on a second. Hello? Hello? Jen. Is it me?
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Hold
Let's
on. Oh,
see.
hold on. Hello? Oh, hello.
Well, crap.
There you go. I got you.
All right.
I got you. Jen. Jen. Hello? Jen, I can hear you. Jen, call back in. Hold on a second. Let me call in Catherine because I don't understand. Now I can hear you. Catherine. Catherine, you muted. Hello? 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 Catherine. Catherine, you can't hear me? That's wild. Why can nobody hear me? Is it just me? What's going on here? Y'all can't hear me tonight, I guess. All right, I see you, Christine. I'm gonna get to you right now. I don't know why you guys can't hear me. I can hear y'all.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Thank God for saving the evening, Christine. Jesus. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good.
Oh yeah, how good?
Pretty good. Just
We lo-
relaxing after come back from the gym.
Well, okay, well look at you. All right, where you
Mhm.
calling from, Christine?
Long Island.
Long Island. We love a little
Not
Long
far.
Island.
Yeah, not far from you.
Not far. Long Island. And how old are you?
54.
Okay, go ahead. What you got for us?
Okay. I recently started seeing this guy. It's been about 6 weeks. I've been seeing him once a week. He lives in Queens, so he's a little far away from me, probably about an hour. But he comes out here usually once a week.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got some issues with depression and PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
He prefers to do things more low key, like at home, or we've been out to like Dave and Buster's once and a bar once. But otherwise, he prefers hanging out at my place.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm totally comfortable with that. Like, there's part of me that is like, well, 6 weeks, I don't know. My friends are all getting in my ear, and I know I shouldn't be listening to them.
What are they saying?
You want someone that's going to take you out and spend money on you and da da da.
Okay.
But the
Let's
thing is that we haven't had sex yet. He's not pressuring me like other guys have been that I've gone out that have spent money on me. That's important to me.
Okay. Christine, how old is he?
45.
45. What does he do?
He's a financial investor. And he owns a cybersecurity company. He has a couple of businesses and some real estate upstate.
Ah,
So he's an entrepreneur.
got you. Okay. And you're 54, you said, right?
Yeah.
All right. Does he have any kids? You have any kids?
No, neither.
Neither.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Neither wanted. He didn't want any. I'm
No.
just gonna assume.
Like I said, he went to the Iraq War. He came back a little messed up. He had some issues with PTSD.
Okay.
I would have never known there was an issue with him.
All right, you would have never known.
Yeah, unless he told me. Like it's not, I don't know. I don't think he's weird or anything.
All right. So you guys have seen each other once a week for 6 weeks?
Yes.
All right. No hanky panky.
Well, not totally innocent, but we haven't.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's stop there. Let's stop there. Let's stop there. All right. No. Anyway, no hanky panky fully. Anyway. All right. So you guys see each other. You like them. How much you like them on a scale of 1 to 10? How interested are you after 6 weeks?
Uh, that's about an 8.
An 8.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
he like
All
that.
right. So
The
he
com-
wants to.
he
Okay.
does a lot of he likes to talk.
Okay.
His thing is like he wants to just like hang out here, talk, and we'll talk for like 4 hours, and then we'll wind up making out, and that kind of thing.
Okay. Well, listen. What are you looking for out of dating at this point?
I'm not exactly sure. I had 2 years of being, having an illness and having to have surgery, and I kind of feel like I'm restarting dating again. So this kind of pace for me right now seems good. I mean, I definitely want just to be with one person,
Mm-hmm.
but I've been single for quite a few years and I live on my own. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if I want somebody here all
What's
the
the
time
issue?
either.
What's the issue you're having with him? Let's get to the chase. What's the issue?
The issue is, like I said, a lot of my friends have like gotten in my ear, kind of like acting like something is wrong here, like something's not right, something's not adding up. And I'm like, if the guy was just going to be using me, he would have already tried to have sex with me.
Okay. So they're saying to you basically that you should be getting more from a guy at this point.
Exactly.
All right. So, but the problem is fair, they could say that, and that might be a fair assumption from you coming into the place you're at in your life. But again, you have to go back and ask yourself the simple question is, what are you looking for in this life right now at this particular point? Because I get it, right? Many girls will do this, right? They'll all want the shebang. They want the shebang. They want the full glam. They want the things. They want to go out. And by the way, I get going out. I'm agreeing with that. But the whole spending and doing all this other stuff, at some point in your life, you're gonna say, okay, does that signify a guy's real interest? No, actually. Because what you're going to run into a lot of times with that is not necessarily all the time, but sometimes. I'm going to tell you why. There's always a balance here. I'm going to get to that point. But
Mhm.
there's always, you're going to run into guys your age that are going to do that too and just want some pancakes. And they got
Mhm.
the money to do it. And they're willing to do it.
Right.
So, that being said, has he made a move on you like that?
No, he's not. In fact, even this week when we were getting a little intimate with each other, he said, I don't want to have sex with you right now because I want to take it at a slower pace.
Well, respectable, no?
Yes, exactly. That's
Okay.
how I feel.
But see, at this point in your life, it goes back to it, which I'm going to say is, okay, have you been married before?
No, I've been twice engaged. Yeah.
Okay. So at this point in your life, you got to think, do I want to find somebody I can spend the rest of my life with? Now, of course, you're not going to know this. And of course, you want to look for activities of a guy taking you out. But if you want to go out more, maybe he's a homebody. Maybe I'm giving him benefit of the doubt just based on what you said. I'm trying to give him benefit of the doubt because I'm not going to equate him not consistently taking you out as a bad factor here.
I'm not either because it takes him almost an hour to get here. And
okay, so he's driving an hour to you?
And he's here at least 5 hours anytime he's out this way.
5?
Yes, and sometimes our phone calls are either 2 hours or 4 hours.
Okay.
He doesn't stop talking.
Okay. Okay, but does he ask you questions too?
Yes, he
Okay.
does.
So here's the thing, right? If you want to make this more of a go out thing, which I have no problem with, and I can understand why you do, then suggest places to go.
Mm-hmm.
Say, hey, I've always wanted to try this. Maybe you can take me. I've always wanted to do this bowling over here. Maybe we can go. Maybe you could take me if you're interested, that is. Give them a little bit of that because sometimes, and I'm giving the benefit of the doubt because I think you understand this. Some people need a little bit of leeway. Some people need a little bit of guidance on what you expect or what you'd like, at the very least, what you like.
Right.
It's important that if you want that to happen, see now if your girlfriend's just saying, oh, he's just not whining and dining, you get rid of him. Obviously, that doesn't work for you because you really like this guy. You're at an 8. I give you a scale 1 to 10. You're at an 8.
Yeah, only because, like I said, he's invested a lot of talking to me, getting to know each other. We both are
You
that way.
like him. Yeah, you like him. And that's
and
okay.
and he's dealing with his father is dying right now. So there's that. I don't
When's the
put
last
pressure
time
on
you saw
him.
him? When's the last time you saw him?
Friday.
And you talk to him every day?
We texted today. Yeah.
Okay. Next time you guys have a plan, have you ever been up to his place?
No.
You have any desire to go up to his place?
He has an apartment in his parents' house.
That's interesting. And this is what I was afraid to get at. Because I had a feeling. Yeah, there's a bumpy road. That's a little bumpy. That's
Mm-hmm.
a little bumpy. I can understand your hesitation. Apartment of his parents. I don't love that.
And neither do I.
Okay, I don't love that. That could signify a lot of other different things going on in his life. I don't love that personally. And has he always had that, or is that recent?
Yeah, it's always been there.
Always. He's always loved it. He's always lived there.
Yes, he said that he almost left when he moved. He almost moved in with a girlfriend, but no, since he's been back home from the Marines, yeah.
All right. See, now we've gone on a twist, right? So things were going well, and then I heard this little pivot. Once I felt that pivot, I said to myself, "Self, do you really want to keep batting for him?" And that's a hard one. Now, I want to be honest with you. I'm not going to be the guy to tell you to get rid of it and say, "Oh, let this one go," because that would be unfair. However, I am going to be the one to say you might want to pump the brakes slightly. Now, I do not mean stop talking to him. I'm just saying you might want to say, hold on a second. Let me reassess. Do I really want to spend 4 hours on the phone with this guy that's 10 years younger than me, talking to him all this time? Maybe, but you have to understand for some that tells me he doesn't have a lot of pieces in his life together. Now, I will give him another benefit out. Maybe there's all these other things is the reason he didn't want to do that, but it still remains. Still there. The outcome still is the same, which means he's never left his parents. Right?
Yeah. Aside from his time in the military, yeah.
That's a bit much. And I was honestly, dude, I was batting for you, bro. I was batting for you on all fronts until I heard that one fact. And that made me really, really sit back and think to myself, 40 something, 45. So, see, this is a difficult one. Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you to let the dude go because you really like him and he might really like you. So I don't know. But that one fact really, it's a trickle effect.
That bothers me too.
It's a trickle effect. If he hasn't moved out ever, he's been there. He has an apartment in his, but it's a trickle effect. It means it trickles down to other aspects of his life. It means he maybe doesn't manage finances well, or maybe he doesn't have independence as much as you would like him to, or he should at that point in his life. It means he might not have as much stuff together as he claims to.
Mm-hmm.
I was batting, but that's hard.
Yeah, I am in observer mode as well, but I do. Like, there's that part of me that really likes him.
Right, and I get it. You can really like him, but you got to be careful because what you don't want to happen is that he never evolves past wanting to leave and he never evolves past wanting something bigger for himself. Now, I get he might have other things on the side. Okay, fine. But I'm only going off of what you're telling me. Whether it's true, I'm going to believe you. So I think you need to be a little careful with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying here. It's hard. This is a hard one to try for. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right.
But I understand he might be going through things, which that's one of the main reasons I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. Because of his deployment, which you told me about, all these things. And I want to give him leeway, but I understand you like him, but I'd really take this slow and I would hold off on intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
And I really get to know him. And you really have to start asking some serious questions. Basically, like, listen, do you want to ever leave there? Do you want to always stay? Is this a thing for you? Is this just comfortable for you? What's the deal here?
Yeah, he had told me that the reason why, he said that he had to, when he first moved in there, he had to, but now he said that he's able to put more into his he does a lot of investments and he's able to put more money into his businesses
And that's fine,
because
but
he's paying less money by living there.
that's true. But he's always lived there.
Yeah.
So, if it's one, and I get it. People come down all the time. They go back and forth all the time. But if you're where you've always been, then I'd have to ask some questions, Because if you were to say, "Hey, I went out and I came back, I was down." Listen, everybody goes down. That's the life of people. They come down, they go back up. But if you've always lived there, I know this question. So I'd be a little more careful. I'd hold off on intimacy, and I would really get to know him better to see if he really sees himself leaving that and getting out of that place, because that's really hard. Of 30 plus years of being in one place with
Mhm.
parents. I don't like that. But Christine, take it a little bit slow.
I will.
All right, girl. Well, best of luck to you. Thank you
All
for
right.
calling in, by the way.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Shout out to Christine, by the way. Shout out to Christine. That was a tough one. Listen, I was trying to bat for him. I really tried hard to bat for the dude. You know what I mean? Like, come on, give me a break here. Give me some slack, pal. Tried to bat for the guy. Darn it. Cut me some slack here. Guys, if you want to call into the stream, which I see some of you in the queue. Well, I did see. Oh, no, I do. Jen, I see you. Mary, I see you. It says device not connected. And then Ramya, I see you. Ramya, I'll get you after, because I think device not connected for Mary. I think it's going to work. But Jen and Ramya, I see you. I'm going to get to you right now, Jen. Hit me. Let's go. And guys, understand one thing. You need a ring light. I don't need no ring light, dude. I got 2 big lights over here. You think I need a ring light? This is the temperature I want this place at. Ain't nobody need no ring light. You see my fireplace? You think that needs a ring light, pal? Shout out to Nate, by the way. I'm just playing. But no, I don't need no ring. Jew. Shout out to Jew. Jen, up. Let's go. Hit him.
Hi, can you hear me?
Jen, I can hear you. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Houston.
Shout out to Houston. And how old are you?
I'm 37.
37. Okay, what you got for us, Jen?
Brief backstory. I was recently single for probably the last 7 years, and found myself in a handful of situationships throughout that time. I think because I just wasn't really dating intentionally or emotionally available. Anyway, all that to say, I've just recently gotten into a new relationship. It's really weird to say that I actually have a boyfriend now because it's been so long. And things have been really easy. And he lives in Austin, so that's about, Round Rock technically. So he lives about 2 hours and 45 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been really consistent with making effort to, take me out here. I go up there whenever I can. We've basically been talking every day since February. And I took your advice a couple months ago, and I asked him about, how do you feel about us being official? Because before I would have just never said anything and waited for him to initiate that conversation. So at which point he told me that he just assumed we were official this whole time. So that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is going really good. I really don't have any complaints or red flags. I guess one thing that I do wonder about is, while I think it's too soon right now, at what point do you think would it be reasonable to start having talks about one of us relocating?
Okay, where is he?
He's in Austin.
And how far is that
Round
from you
Rock.
again? How far is that from you?
2 hours and 45 minutes.
Okay. And it's been how long in?
Our first date was the end of February.
And how old is he?
He's 37.
37. So basically the same age.
Yes.
Now, let's go to the details. What is he looking for out of dating? Not with you, out of dating.
Good question. I know we had this conversation early on, and I remember him mentioning, well, me specifically, maybe I'm not sure, but we talked about kind of what we wanted in relationships. Just your standard, someone to come home to every day and talk about your day and to be,
Those are fair, but what do you do you want to have children? Don't want to have children? Is that not a big deal for you?
It's not a big deal. I could take it or leave it, and he feels the same way.
Okay, so you guys really don't care either way.
Right.
Interesting. You guys care about marriage, the same thing, either way? Doesn't really matter?
We would both like to get married. He's divorced. I'm not.
Okay. How long ago was his divorce?
He was divorced in 2022.
Okay, got it. So how often do you guys see each other again?
We try, if we have a free weekend, one of us is making the trip to see the other one. It's probably at least twice a month. We kind of have to limit it to weekends because obviously the work week.
Okay. And how often do you guys talk to each other?
Every day.
Since February?
Yes.
Okay. Well, listen, all good signs. I don't hear anything crazy here, but I understand your point, which is when is the good time to ask about relocation. So here's the thing, right? This, in my opinion, should have kind of been an earlier conversation. It doesn't mean what I mean by that is this. I don't mean that you should say, hey, do you want to relocate? It's not what I'm saying. Is that there could, as there should be right now, there should be a conversation going around about basically saying that, like, hey, listen, if this were to work out, move forward, are you willing to relocate, or is this something that you actually want to make, if this moves forward, is this something you see moving forward that one of us is going to have to relocate? How do you see this? Ask him. Just straight out ask him that.
Okay.
Let him tell you, because, it's important for a dude to let you know how he feels about that kind of stuff. And yes, that is kind of important. But then again, like, it's really about, it all goes back to what you want. If you don't really care that much about marriage, which apparently you do, and if kids are not involved, it's less much of a time crunch.
Right.
If we're being honest. So that's why that was an important one for me. Like, if you would have came in here and say, yes, I definitely do. And I would have probably told you to be a little bit more, had this conversation a little bit earlier, just about in general about relocation when it comes to distance management, when it comes to relationships. But because it's not a time press per se, you do want to see him more. So right. I want to say that, right? The issue at long distance, now yours is not really long distance, let's be honest, but it's distance enough that it becomes a friction point.
Right.
That it becomes I don't know if I really want to do the 2 hours or 2.5 hours of drive. That becomes a friction point for many people. And so that's important to discuss. But the time crunch is not so pushy here, but I would gauge where he thinks about that. I would ask him that question.
Okay. It might be worth mentioning that kind of early on in the first couple months, he had made a few comments about he's been kind of unhappy where he's at for a while, and that he would definitely be open to moving back to Houston. So I do know that is something that he would be open to doing. I think just as things have kind of cooled down a little bit, he's kind of we haven't really talked about the job search or anything lately, which is fine. I just wasn't really sure how to bring that up again, or if I should push it. I didn't want to sound crazy.
That doesn't sound crazy. You're not just pushing it, but you're inquiring.
Yeah.
This isn't like you're pressing him to move to you or vice versa. You're inquiring. By the way, anybody that respects the woman that they are seeing or the man that they are seeing will not take the inquiring as a bad faith thing, or like get pressed about, like, oh my God, why would she ask that question? I mean, you're two grown ass adults, both 37.
Do you have any advice on how I could maybe word asking him how he feels about that? And like
about relocation?
Way? Yeah, like how to ask him about it.
Sure. Yeah, like, listen, the reality is this. You should ask him, hey, Brad, listen. We don't have to go about his name, but hey, Brad, listen. If this thing were to move forward, how do you feel about relocation? Do you love Austin, or do you love, where are you from?
Houston.
Houston, sorry. Talk about it just like that. How do you feel about this? Leave it open-ended. Don't guide him on the answer. You know what I mean? Don't be like, hey, maybe I could. Don't say that. Just ask him how he feels about relocation and where this could go. How do you feel about each city? What are your thoughts? Tell me your thoughts. Leave it open. Let him answer how he's going to answer. Now, this could tell you a lot of things about it. He could say, I haven't thought about that at all, actually, ironically.
Yikes.
Tells you a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, that might mean that he might not be in that state to think about moving anywhere or anything, vice versa. Or he could say, yeah, I thought about that a lot. Because guys typically don't bring this kind of stuff up, as you mentioned, right? Like just the same way you said, oh, I brought up the relationship thing. He just thought we were doing it. A lot of guys actually think that.
Yeah.
Because they don't abide by the structure that a lot of women have. Well, that they don't have, but that they should have when it comes to getting the outcomes that they might want, which is dating, relationships, potentially marriage if they want that. And that's the way to do that. That's how I would do it if I were you. I'd leave it open, and I would ask him about the topic, not directly about you and him, not about him if he's willing to relocate or you're willing to relocate. It's a little early, but not too early.
Okay.
It's been long enough. Put it that way.
Okay.
And when did you ask to be in a relationship, or when did you ask about the relationship thing?
This was probably the middle of May.
All right. Middle of May. Okay.
And we're about to spend our longest time together in one
When?
stint this week. I'm in a wedding in Austin, and so I'll be there Wednesday through Sunday. So I'm really
There she
excited
goes.
to.
Whoop, whoop. Long time. Here he goes. Wedding in
We'll
Austin.
see.
Here he comes.
So I'm looking forward to that, obviously, instead of just getting the 2 days in the weekend. So I guess maybe that would be a good time to bring it up.
Yeah, after a little bit of time, yes, bring it up to him. Let him know how you're feeling about it. Just let him know. Say, hey, listen, how do you even feel about something like this? Let's just say it were to move forward. Because I think about this sometimes.
Okay.
Huh, does it even cross your mind? And you're going to hear a lot. Again, he's either going to say, no, it doesn't. He's like, yeah, I did think about that. I don't know. I don't know. I do like that. And I would be open. Who knows? Just like the same concept what I was going back to before with relationship talk. A lot of guys don't bring this stuff up.
Okay.
You're not going to lose anything from igniting the conversation.
Okay, that's good to know. I think I was just in my head about it sounding, people can perceive things all sorts of ways. I didn't.
Well,
want it
it would if you mention it in like a way of like, well, how do you see this more? Should I do you see me relocating here? Is that a thing? Like maybe if you press it a little bit more, it might feel like, why is she pressing to move so fast? Move in or move out, whatever. But if you ask him in general about the concept of relocation for something that means something to him, that's a different take. You understand what I mean?
I do. Yes. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, shout out to Jen. Shout out to you, Jen. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Jen.
Thanks.
Whoop. Shout out to Jen. Jew, I see you. Get the Jew. Get the Jew. Jew. All right, Jew, I see you. It's JOO, by the way. Yeah. How do I call in? You got to hit the link. Casey, you got to hit the link in my description. And I also pinned it in the chat on YouTube, as you can see it. Shout out to y'all. Before I get Jew in, I want to say something real quick. Guys, long distance, and that's not even a long distance relationship. That wasn't long distance. You know that, right? But it was just enough distance to have friction. 2.5 hour commute. That's just enough distance to be like, okay, it's not as easy to see one another. It's not long distance, but it becomes friction distance. That's a friction distance factor here. Not long distance, but friction distance. That being said, let's call in Jew. It's 5 hours far. Well, Casey, I see you. I'll get you in after this.
Hey, so
Jew. Is that how you say it?
Yes, that's how you say it.
Okay, so before you go in, Jew, where are you calling from?
San Diego.
Oh, great. And how old?
40.
Cool. What you got for us?
So 6 months ago, I met somebody online, and he was everything that I was looking for in terms of just chemistry, how solidified he is in his career, and just the humor aspect. Like, we're just on the same humor code, and so everything was going really well. And it seemed like he was interested, and he still is interested. However, it shifted into something that was really just sexual, kind of more like a friends with benefits, even though in the beginning it didn't seem like it. I was trying to talk to him about where is this going. We've been seeing each other for a few months, and he was like, well, he's not really looking into getting into a relationship. So we took a little break in between. And when we started talking again is when it kind of shifted to what I was saying earlier. Since then, it seems like, and this is why I called in, like I really need a breakup call. Every time we hang out, like all of his actions and just the way that he talks and treats me is geared towards a relationship. But then everything aside from that, when it's not a time we're together or just days we go without seeing each other, like I don't ever hear from him. So it like completely is so different with when I'm with him versus when I'm not. And I just need something that's like a scolding or something to hear it from you that this is not what I need to be in, because I do have another guy that has been wanting to take things more seriously. And for some reason, I'm not intrigued by that person. I'm just more into the original guy I was mentioning.
All right, let's go through the facts, shall we? Can we walk through this?
Yeah.
And we can get to our own scenario, right? Because what I like to do is I like to walk through scenarios. I don't know if you've been watching my content enough, but I like to walk through them so we can draw the conclusion together. Because I don't like giving people stern reactions unless it's extreme. This isn't extreme. So how old is he?
The original, the
main guy we're talking about.
Oh yeah, the main guy. 48.
Right. Okay. So he's 48. Does he have kids?
Yes.
Okay.
2.
And you started seeing him when?
December.
Consistently?
Yes.
How
Very
often?
consistently. Like once or twice a week. And sometimes we would go without seeing each other for a week. So once every week or 2.
How often?
Sometimes
you
a
guys talk?
couple times.
How often do you guys talk?
So in the beginning, so before we had that break that I mentioned, it would be daily checking
When was the
in.
break? When was the break?
February, after I came back from a trip to Asia. Came back, we had a great reunion after my trip, and then that's when I felt like things were getting more serious because the way that we were spending time after my trip. But then when I brought that conversation up, he suddenly backed out.
How about this? Let's play a little sorry, I don't know what happened to my camera. Let's play a little phone game here. What did you say to him? How'd you say it?
I told him I like spending time with you. Can't really remember like word for word, but I said,
Yeah,
do you see this going anywhere? Because I like spending time with you. And the response that I got from him was, I like how it is. I don't see myself getting into a serious relationship. He's gone through a divorce, and I guess the divorce was really bad, the way that he's gone through it. So he said he doesn't want to jump into anything serious anytime soon. And his 2 girls keeps him busy because they're in sports that is occupying a lot of his time. So for me, I told him, he asked me like, what are you looking for? And I said, for me, I want somebody, that I can travel with, that I can, rely on, spend my time with, make memories with. But we were just not aligned. And his next response, or the response at the end of the conversation, was, I think we're just not on the same, what word did he use? But path.
Same page, whatever.
Is what yeah.
All right. So did you hear what he said though?
I did. I did. That's why we had that break.
Okay. You had the break, and that was before the break. You said that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then the break happened. Who initiated conversation or interaction after the break? Okay. What'd you say?
I did. I did because I'm very attracted to him. I just like the way that he views life, and I haven't really met anybody that was on the same wavelength as me. And so I did reach out, and I reached out just to see how he was doing. And that break was about maybe 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks to a month. And he responded with excitement to be happy to hear from me. And he suggested to go out to dinner.
Okay.
When I did reach out.
All right. You went out to dinner. Did you? Then what happened after that dinner? That night.
Nothing. Nothing happened that night. We
Okay.
just went out to dinner.
And when you say
And-
casual, you mean it's just been, let's call it a spade, more physical.
Can you repeat that last part? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. When you say casual, what I'm getting at is, yes, you may have conversation, whatever, but it's just been a little more physical.
Yes.
Okay.
It was that before, but after that dinner, which we didn't do anything, after that dinner, the hangouts, which he initiated a good number of the times too, which is weird because the conversation we had before the break versus his actions after the break were so different. Like he was very into wanting to hang out, but then into wanting to hang out meant being physical.
Yeah. I mean, are we not seeing the trend though? Like, let me ask you a question. Drew, let me ask you a question. Where's the confusion, I guess? Let's go there.
When I'm with him, though, like he does everything like he's a boyfriend. Like he's
Give me an example.
thoughtful. I don't know. Like takes me out. We go hang out for dinners.
Mhm.
We go hang out
Mhm.
for non-dinners, like wineries and all that, and
Mhm.
spends a lot of money and a lot of time. And he had mentioned to me before the break, he's like, I wouldn't be hanging out with anybody unless it wasn't him understanding wasting his time. Like he said he wouldn't be hanging out with anybody if he thought that it was a waste of time.
Well, yeah, he doesn't think it's a waste of time because he enjoys your company. But he doesn't want a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, fair, right? Like here's the problem with this, and I'm not blaming you, by the way. Here's the problem with the scenario. The scenario is he's telling you one thing, but in your head, he
Mm-hmm.
shows you all these other things. The issue with your head is that your colored lenses
Mm-hmm.
might not be able to see the reality because of how you feel about him. Now, take you out of it. Let's say a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me take you out of this moment just for one moment. Let's say a girl, one of your friends says, I've been seeing this guy. He doesn't want to take me serious. And he told me that. But God, I fucking really like this guy. Like, God, he blows me away. And I'm just like obsessed. Like, I really like this guy. But he always, asks me to come over and he tickles me. I don't know. He just does. And he tickles me and he makes me feel so good. But he doesn't want to commit to me. She's seeing through rose-colored glasses. She's seeing the things that he does as here. And they might just be like, yeah, I enjoy spending time with you. And I like you. But I already told you that I don't see this going in that direction. Either he's not ready or he doesn't see it with you. Either way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Could he change his mind? Yes. Is it a safe bet? No, definitely not. And there's a very fine line between somebody going down this path and wasting a year of their life. Not necessarily wasting, but not getting the things they want out of it and being very disappointed. But my overall point here is when you really like somebody, you become ultra sensitive to everything they do, bad and
Mhm.
good. Most of the time, when they even do things that are neutral, you're like, wow, he really likes me. And that's not necessarily the case. I feel like he's been very direct with you.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were you, if I were you and I wanted more of a clean slate, now you could just leave, but I don't think that's going to do it for you. And the reason I say that is because I talk to women about this all the time. They say, yeah, even their friends would tell, oh, leave, girl, leave.
Mm-hmm.
The issue with that is that they're going to lose sleep and say, well, did I even really know? That's why sometimes closure always comes from within, actually. However, some things can help that process better. And one of those things that you can do is essentially saying, hey, listen, I obviously like you and I get the feeling you like me. But if this still, after the second time, is really not what you want, I'd rather us just have the conversation like adults and no worries. Like I jumped into this too. So if that's not where you want, please let me know again.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, he's going to tell you, and you got to make your decision.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell you the right decision to make. I think you already know what you should do, but you're going to make your own decision. But if that's the thing you needed, you can't get it from outside. You can't get it from social media. You can't get it from your friends. They're all going to tell you the same thing to protect you.
Mm-hmm.
Even I can tell you something to protect you, but you have to get to your own rock bottom. And this is what I realize about people. People have to get to their own rock bottom and they have to draw their own conclusions about their own life because no matter what people tell them, they just don't do. They do what's right for them because nobody understands their life like they do.
Yeah.
So I think that's very important for you to do following this conversation.
Yeah. Noted. Okay.
I truly do. Because here's the thing, you need your own moment.
Yeah.
Again, I know closure comes from within, but sometimes you need to accelerate that by getting the facts. You need the truth right in your face. You need the shot of truth. And it's not going to come from anybody else. So you have this other guy you were talking about.
Yeah. And
I
on
don't
the
think
other
you really
hand,
like him though.
I don't, but he's
I know you
doing
don't.
everything that I
Yeah, but listen, people
would
can do
want.
everything, but they're not the one.
Mm.
They're not a
Yeah.
one even. So it doesn't matter
Yeah.
what people do. When they don't like them, you don't like them. You're going to always feel like you can do better, at least in your mind. Hey,
Yeah.
I just don't have that thing for him. And that's okay. Sometimes people can do it all for you. People can be the best person, the one that fits in your life on paper, but you in person, you don't feel that with them. Either you're not attracted to them, they do these little things, or you just can't grasp being with them. And that's okay too. And I wouldn't even entertain it. I
needed to hear that. Yeah.
I wouldn't
You're right.
entertain it because, again, you're going to go on this path where it's like, I just want more.
Yeah.
They're never going to be enough.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I
will
know
do
this
my
is a
homework.
difficult conversation for you to have.
It
But
is.
end of the day, it is important that you make action on that.
Yeah. I will drop courage and I will try.
All right. Well, shout out to you, Juice. Thank you for calling in, girl. All right. Guys, I don't know what, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Casey. Hold on. Let me kick Ju from the studio. Casey, I'm going to get you next. Let me fix my camera because I don't know what happened to it. Something happened to it. I'm loving it. I'm loving them. How's that? There we go. You know, I don't know what happens to the cameras. And by the way, guys, listen to me real quick. I want to go on a little bit of a rant, but you need to understand something. Shout out to Ju for calling in because it does take a little bit of effort in there. Thank you. Shout out to Ju because here's the thing. It takes a lot of understanding because when we really like somebody, rose-colored glasses start to form over our eyes. Even the little things they do. Did you see the way he held the door open for me? Did you notice that? Did you notice how he paused an extra 3 seconds when he opened the door? God, I really love that guy. Did you see that? Girl, it was just a door hold. I mean, what are we gonna do? Rose-colored glasses tend to happen when we really like somebody, and they bend it just as direct as possible. Hey, I just see this as casual, bruvy. I just see this as casual. I have a good time with you, but I don't see this going there. You got to think about that. You got to really understand that. Really understand that. Woofy. I don't know. Yep. Whatever that is. Whoop. All right, let's do it. Casey, come on, add to the stage. Welcome.
Hey, Benny.
Casey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Just phenomenal.
I'm figuring out this new YouTube thing.
I know. It's a new format. So listen, I'm figuring out just as much as you are, but here we are. So we might as well jump over here. And I'm going to still do my TikToks, but for now, I want to, jump on YouTube and get it going.
Hey, I like it. I figured it out.
Cool. I love it. Love it. I know it's difficult. Sometimes I'm mobile. It's difficult, but all right, here we are. Casey, where are you calling from?
So, I'm in Florida. I just moved here.
Cool. And how old are you?
I'm 29.
Cool. All right. 29 Florida. What you got for us?
All right, so I'm just starting to get back out there. I took kind of like a year to heal from my breakup that I went through that really, really affected me. So I just started feeling ready to, you know, go out.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so I have been out with this guy 2 times so far, and he lives about an hour from me, but that's okay because I'm actually planning to move where he's already from for a church anyway that I'm gonna go to. So I already have plans, to relocate
You're
anyway to that
moving to where
city.
he's from.
Yeah, so he's in a place like a city like an hour from where I currently am staying. I'm just in a temporary place, but I already had plans to relocate at the end of the summer. So,
Okay. Okay. Where'd you meet him?
on TikTok.
Okay. You met him in person?
Yeah, so we've met up twice.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm kind of discerning. So first of all, your videos really helped me of like the first date questions because I feel like I've never dated before. It's like how I feel trying to put myself back out there. So
Fair. Fair.
so those videos have helped me. But I noticed that like when I'm around him, like I have a lot of peace and I really enjoy our conversations and what we do. Again, I've only been out with him twice so far, just 2 weekends ago and then this past weekend. And I have a great time. It's awesome. And then the date ends, I go home and I don't know if I get like in my head or anxious or something, or then I'm all of a sudden like, oh, I don't like him actually. And like, I don't know. So I just feel like I don't know if I'm still like healing or if you have any like okay, also in the past the relationships I've been in were so like love bombing that they were just like so much for me, like right in the beginning, like fireworks, crazy, like I almost feel like it's good that I don't feel like that because those relationships crashed and burned. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I just felt like I needed to call in and see what you thought.
Sure. Of course. Of course. Well, I appreciate the call. Now, how old is he?
He's about to be 30.
How often have you seen him?
Twice.
Twice in how long?
Um, so we started texting like 3 weeks ago. We met up that next week, and then we just had our second date
Okay. Let's go
yesterday.
there. All right. Let's talk about it real quick. How did the second date go? Don't tell me the details.
Uh-huh.
Just in general, how did the second date go?
Way better than the first.
How come?
Our conversations flowed. I'm like super shy in the beginning, and I felt like
Mhm.
way more comfortable to talk and not even like dump all my trauma on him. Honestly, it was just it flowed so nicely that I felt super comfortable, and I did
Mhm.
feel sad when it was over.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
Okay.
then today I'm like, I don't need him. Today I'm like, I'm good.
Okay.
like
When's the last time you talked to him? Was it yesterday? You said.
like an hour ago.
Okay. Now you said you don't need him. Now, when you tell yourself that, just to be clear, when you tell yourself that, what do you mean by that, or do you not know?
I really don't know, so I don't know if I need like therapy or something.
No,
But
no, no. Listen. You might, you might not. You might, but listen. Everybody, in some capacity, might need a little bit of therapy. But in general, that's just
hmm
a way to protect yourself.
hmm
You
yeah,
know that,
right.
right? That's just the
Yes.
stuff. That's just the armor.
Yeah. Yeah.
If things go really well with somebody, and you say, "Oh, I just don't really need him," that's a way for you to say, "Okay, if he doesn't text me back, I'll be all right."
Right. That's true. That's true.
There's nothing wrong with that. You're just a little
hmm
fearful and scared. You went through a breakup. Is this the first guy you dated after the breakup?
That I've been like interested in, yeah. Like I've tried to talk to, so and I'm like, oh no, nope. So to have a little bit of interest and curiosity of like I could be with this guy, sort of, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, anxiety and storytelling and uncertainty are all a part of the equation when it's somebody you actually like. The problem
hmm
enters here. It's not when you really like somebody. It's when you really like somebody and you are scared that they may not answer, that they may end it, or they may find somebody else.
hmm
And when you think about those things, you get in self-defense mode and you want to cover up.
hmm
But the problem with self-defense mode is that you get into this place where you start to look for red like a bull.
Yeah.
And then people, well, I talk to a lot of women, so a lot of women will start to say, Oh, but he took 8 hours instead of 4 to respond. And I did see that he followed one more person. Maybe,
Mhm.
just maybe, I should end it now so that I don't
Mhm.
get hurt because I see problems. That's
Mhm.
called self-sabotage,
Yep.
right? That's a
Okay.
sabotage right there in your face. You just say, I'm gonna end it now because right now it feels like you lack control because in some ways you do. You
Mhm.
do lack control. And
Yeah.
when somebody's so used to control, just out of their own life, everybody has control of their life and everything. But when you start to experience a place where you don't have control, this starts to spike. Our anxiety spikes and we start
Yeah.
to look for problems so we can gain our control back. So at least if we end it, it's on our terms. It's not on his terms. He's not gonna do that to me.
Mhm.
So that tends to be what happens. But the good news about this is that this is not something to run from. This is
Mhm.
something to say, oh, by the way, every guy that you're going to come in contact with in the future that you actually like, you're going to face this with.
That makes
You're
sense.
going to have this level of uncertainty. This is a part of the game.
Yeah.
This is just a part of the game because this is what love is. You know, when they talk about love, or this is not saying you're in love, or I'm not saying you even love the guy. I'm saying when you get to the moment where you feel like this could be that,
Right.
love in itself is a fall. That's why they call it falling in love. They don't call it
That's true.
rising in love because a part of you has to kill off and die. A part of you has to take your ego and put it to the side for something bigger than you. And that means with somebody else. And that's the risk you
Mhm.
take when it comes to love and relationships and everything else. I think people get it twisted. And the advice that you're going to receive from social media and everybody else, and maybe even some of your friends, is to protect yourself. And I
Mhm.
understand that. Everybody wants self-preservation. But this is too early. This is 2 dates in.
Right. Right. So I also wanted to ask you like what you recommend, like conversations look like at this point. And like do I
Well,
even
okay.
tell him I have a little bit of anxiety rising up or do I just keep it to myself?
No, you don't. Listen, you don't have to. But by the way, let me tell you something right now about guys. It's not going to hurt you if you do. I'm
Okay.
not telling you to, but it's not going to hurt you if you do. He's going to be like, oh, she was so sweet and cute and vulnerable. And she has a level of humility. She's able to say that. I'm just not saying to do it because you don't really need to at this moment because that
Right.
may go down. It's
Yeah.
early because the spike is here. You have a spike because you just met somebody. They're new. It's exciting. It's flattering.
Mhm.
Um, but let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
What are you looking for out of dating?
I'm definitely looking to find someone to settle down with and
Hmm.
start a family, get married.
Oh, fantastic. When would you like to have those things by?
Oh, I don't have a timeline.
No, not necessarily like, oh, I want it by this date, but do you want it sooner or later? You want to wait down the road?
No, sooner.
Okay, good. So these things are necessary for you to experience right now,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Because if you don't experience them now, you'll experience them later. It's not, if you might as well get used to it now.
Right. Yeah.
Nothing is wrong with your scenario. You're 2 dates in, girl.
I know. I
Does
know.
he,
I
I mean,
think
you talked to him an hour ago?
yeah, we were texting. It was a good conversation.
Okay,
I
there you
just
go.
I just like it's not even like I feel attached or anything or like I'm like, "Oh, I like this guy. He's so cool." It's kind of like what you said in the beginning. I feel like my heart is like self-preservating or something.
Yeah.
It's trying to be like, "Nah, like look at what you went through before."
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm trying to not let that just like make me think I need to take myself out of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
It seems silly, but I don't know.
No, it doesn't. Listen, it's natural. That's my point. It's all natural. Every girl that I've talked to goes through this. Every girl that I talk to nowadays that calls me, that either books session from me or anything, any DM, this is all very typical. My point is this: you got to pick and choose who you're willing to feel this for, because you're going to feel
Mm,
it,
it's true.
and it's
Yeah.
worth feeling it for somebody you actually like,
Yeah.
and it's all worth it, whether it works out or it doesn't. Okay, you're gonna
Right.
feel it with
Right.
the person who works out with anyway.
True. So what
So
do you recommend like before, I know this is getting long, but what do you recommend like he wants to see me again next weekend. So
okay.
what do you recommend like the conversation should look like or any good questions I could
Listen,
ask?
you're in the fun stage, which
Mhm.
means, I mean the phase, right? You're on second date, going on third date. These should be fun dates. Now, You should have already known, which, from my opinion, you should have already asked what he is actually looking for out of dating. Like, what's your dating goal? Like, what do you really want out of dating? And he's going to tell you.
Yeah,
You
that's
should know that.
I haven't asked that.
I figured you didn't. That's why I said that. I know you didn't ask that because you don't seem like you would.
Yeah.
But you need to. And it
Okay.
has nothing to do with you. Hey, like, what do you want out of dating? Like, do you value marriage or children? Is that even something you want out of this whole thing? Yes, it has nothing to do with you, by the way. Those should be
Okay.
questions that dictate, do you even want the same thing? Basic connection factors. You want to see if you guys have connection in that way. Is there some level of compatibility? Do we value the same things?
Yeah, that's good.
Does he like to travel? How does he see his future? Like, what does he care about? Yeah, but you want to have fun, right? This isn't about like, oh, let me ask the important questions. It's about
Right.
trickling them in. It's about having a good time and being like, I just didn't ask you before, but I was thinking about it. But like, do you value the?
That's good. That's good.
But
Okay.
they're supposed to be fun, right? It's not supposed to be like a serious, like, so what do you want marriage one day? Like, it's supposed to be like, you're fun. You're having a good time. You're bantering. You're laughing. You're going back and forth. Tennis matching.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if
Okay.
he can do that with you, then yeah, do that. And you should be asking these
Okay.
things. Do you guys want the same things? Those two things are very important, especially if those are the main things you're looking for out of dating. You should know if he wants those things and don't wait for him to ask you. Ask him.
That's good. Okay. All right. That's good.
But you should be having fun here. You know that, right?
It is fun. Yeah. Yesterday was
All right.
fun.
All right,
Yeah.
good. What'd you guys do?
We went to a park, saw an alligator. Yeah, and then we went got lunch. So
An alligator.
Florida. It's crazy.
All right. All right. So
Well,
what are you
thank you,
doing next
Benny.
week? What are you doing next week?
Oh, I'm not sure. He's actually coming to this area with his family, and I'm not sure. But he texted me and said he wants to see me, and I was like, okay, well, I am not gonna meet the family yet, though, Benny. No.
No. A little too soon for that, but yeah.
But maybe just like, I don't know, dinner, maybe.
Good. Listen, you're on a good path. Let this one
Okay,
go. Let it
thanks.
unfold. Don't over stress about it. When you start telling yourself stories about this, understand it's okay. It's natural. It comes with the territory.
Yeah, hey, your video helped me let the chips fall. I've been telling myself.
That's right. And you do, because that's your ultimate power position. When you're not trying to push and rush for things, let them happen.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I'm just my ex on the third date like told me he loved me before. So I don't know. It was a lot. That was
But
a lot for me.
yeah, that's crazy, you know. So
Yeah,
understanding
looking back, yeah. So I feel like this is good. And one of the comments said that I'm pacing myself, which is good. So I feel like this is all like I'm learning. Anyway, yeah. So your videos are helping me. I appreciate it, Benny.
Thank you. Much love to you, girl. All right, Casey.
Thanks.
Appreciate
All
you.
right,
Girl.
see you, Benny.
Have a good night. See, Casey's sweet, but you have to understand something, guys. I want to tell you something. I want to elaborate on this one. Pacing yourself is what I call letting the chips fall. But letting the chips fall requires, it's a prerequisite, quite honestly, requires confidence in yourself. If you have no confidence in yourself, you want to get to the outcome as soon as possible. You want conversion. You ever see a bad salesman? They always want to convert you real quick. Well, just sign, just come here. You could sign this, can't you? Just before you leave. I just want to make sure you sign the papers in the back. But yeah, we just want that. Here, tap for me. That's not what you want. Okay. You're not trying to get to an outcome. You need to become somebody worthy of the outcome that you want. You don't wake up one day and say, I want to make it to the NBA league. No, you become NBA player. Time will take its course. Either you're good enough or you ain't. You don't wake up one day and say, I just deserve to go to college. No, you become college student. Regardless of what college it is, you become college student. That's called letting the chips fall, but you have to have confidence in yourself. That's confidence. Listen, any which way this thing goes, whatever. I know I'll be able to navigate myself and fine. I like them. Okay. Of course I like them, but don't work out. They didn't like it. They didn't want to move forward with me. No problem. That's appealing. That's very attractive. That's hot. I put it to you better. Jesus. Shout out to Casey. Guys, if you want to call into the stream, you already know you got to hit the um, I'm used to seeing the multi-guest button. You got to hit the StreamYard link below. It's in my description. I also pinned it in the comment section. So you get both 2-for-1s. 2-for-1 fun, hun. Mary, it says you're in here, but the device is not connected, so I can't call you in. I don't know why. Don't know why. So we talked about a couple of different things. Long distance, managing anxiety, behavior. Of course, these things are fucking happening, pal. Oh, you don't want to cleanse. I don't know why it's sitting you there. Wait, who's this Mary then? That's I don't know. Is that not you? Maybe that's another Mary? Hmm. Yeah, guys, if you want to call into the stream, you gotta hit that link. That's a 2-for-1, hun. We're here. Shout out to the modern poor. 6499. Cha 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 cha. But keeping that in mind, you know what I'm saying? This is a part of the dating experience. You don't know how many requests and conversations I get about people, most women, because I talk to most women about this stuff, that over story tell, that build up anxiety, that have feelings and emotions, and then they act on those feelings and emotions. Why would you do that? We all got those. You're a human being, ain't you? That's just the nature of the flow, pal. You better get along with this river. Get along with this river. Papa's. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Austin. I see Austin. Yeah. 2-for-1, hun. Yeah, guys, to enter the chat room, I know these are different from TikTok because they're very different. But to enter this, you got to click the link. It's a YouTube night. Shout out to Miriam. You got to click that link. It's a StreamYard link. It's in my description and it's in my comment section. Now, these are very different. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. But it's going, you know. Here we are, all on YouTube, getting away from that other one. No, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm doing my TikTok tomorrow. Mary hates this. Well, Mary, you know, we're sorry, dude. Oh, listen, the amount of stuff that I get when it comes to anxiety, and I always hear these things about avoidance, and that's always a topic. Oh, but he's an avoidant. Motherfucker, he ain't no avoidant. He just don't really like you like that. He's not an avoidant because he avoided you for a day. That's not how that works. That's not how that work. Angela. Angela,
Hi, can you hear me?
how you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
Of
Uh,
course. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Chicago.
Shout out to Chicago.
Yep. I'm 28 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a little bit of weird situation right now because I used to be in a long-term relationship. It was like for 9 years, and I broke up like 2 years ago, and I took about 1 year off, 1 year and a half, and I think it was last I don't know, maybe like a couple of months ago that my therapist suggested to start dating again. And I wasn't comfortable enough to go out. So I decided to try dating online. And I'm also an introvert. And I met a guy, and he's also an introvert. And we have been talking for a couple of months. He's been pretty consistent with talking. And he says that he likes me and he's interested, but he says that he's kind of busy with work and everything. So I think we've been talking maybe for 2 or 3 months, but he hasn't still asked me out.
Oh, hold on a
So
second. Hold on.
yeah.
Are you trying to tell me that you've been dating a guy? I'm sorry, that you've been talking to a guy for 2 months and he's never asked you out yet?
Yes, correct.
And how do you know he's an introvert?
He told me so. And like we kind of had some conversations because I'm a big reader and he's also into movies and books, and we had like some deep conversation about books and movies, and I can feel that like he knows what he's talking about, so he's not just acting.
Okay. How old
And
is he?
also, I think he's 35.
Okay. What kind of line of work is he in?
Work, you said?
Like
Sorry.
yeah, industry. Like what line of work is he in? What realm?
Yeah, he works in a financial agency, and I think he's an underwriter.
Okay. So it's been 2 months. And how often do you
Mhm.
talk to him?
Pretty consistent. I would say like maybe daily, but like 2 or 3 texts only.
And he lives where?
We live pretty close. We live in the same city.
So you live in the same city.
Yeah.
He's been texting you for 2 months
Yep.
and you have not been out.
Yeah, and I kind of told him once that I'm not sure if this is going to work if we are going to continue just talking like this. And he mentioned that he always wanted to look at his best when he goes into relationships. So he asked basically for some time to like get his stuff together. I don't know.
Get himself together.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that's why, because I really liked him and I enjoyed the conversation. Like I can see like there is a deep connection, but also I don't know how I feel about
You
that.
don't really know if there's a deep connection. Let's call a spade a spade. You do not
Mhm.
know if there's a deep connection. You feel like there's a deep connection, but guess what? You can go on ChatGPT tomorrow and you can develop a great connection with
Right.
ChatGPT. You don't know if there's a good connection. You feel like there is because it's not real yet. It's all fairy dust. It's all in the ethos. You're all like, wow, we do vibe off these conversations, but nothing's happening yet. That's why I don't like this. Give me time to get ready. Get ready for what, pal? You ain't running the marathon. He's not running the marathon. What he's got to train for? Either he wants
Right.
to see you or he doesn't. And see, I'm a little more binary on this point. I'm a little more black and white. I'm steak and potatoes. What are you talking about? You got to get ready. Get ready to take you out. And this is why I want you to prevent, because this may happen continually, and it may even happen with him. But you got to understand where to place your bets. And right now, talking to a guy for 2 months is not a safe place for you to place your bet on saying this thing's going to move forward. Sometimes you need to put your foot down, because, by the way, yeah, guys will do this. They'll engage with you. No, I don't know him personally, but I'll tell you one thing right now. I don't like the fact he hasn't asked you out in 2 months. It sounds to me like he likes your attention. He likes talking to you. He may like the idea of you,
Mm-hmm.
but he doesn't know the reality of you, just like you don't know the reality of him.
Right.
Therefore, yeah, you can say something to him before, but if you're not willing to act on it, say, listen, here's what I would do. You ready? Here's what I would say to him if I were
Yeah.
you. You ready? I'll say, listen, Juan. I don't know his name, but let's just call him Juan for the moment. Listen, Juan, it's been great getting to know you, but I get the feeling that this is more pen pal for you. And for me, I know you say you're getting ready, but for me, this is not what I'm looking for this time. So maybe in the future, when you are ready for yourself, you can reach out, and if I'm free, maybe we can do something. If not, no worries.
All
That's
right.
that. And I would do that ASAP, Rocky.
Okay.
Because this is
Thank
going to go on, and you're going to get emotionally involved, and you're going to use somebody like this as an emotional crutch in your dating life. They'll be there, and then Enrique or Pretty Ricky's going to ask you out, and you're going to say, no, I got Juan.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
the
what
great guy.
already happened. Yeah.
It's already happening.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's my point. That's why I say what I say, is because I know I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. That means you have to say, hey, listen, put that down, Bob. You got to put the line in the sand. And the line in the sand is essentially, I don't want to be, I'm not Chiquita GPT for nobody. Because for whatever reason, he's hesitating. He's pump faking. And I don't know what it is. And I'm not even willing to find out.
Right.
At that age, at that place in life, no, Bob. No. You got to move that on, and you need to address pen pals just like that. Say, listen, I've had a lovely time getting to know you, but the reality of it is I get the feeling that this is more pen pal for you, and I'm just actually looking to meet somebody and have a connection in real life, and that I'm not really getting that from you right now. So why don't you, if you need some time to work on yourself, that's fine. Maybe you reach out to me when you are ready. Let's see if I'm there. We'll see. But best of luck.
Okay.
That's what I would do. Because this other stuff, I know everybody wants pen pals, but you could just go to ChatGPT right now.
Right.
You can get the same thing. As a matter of fact, you might even get better.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Angela. Shout out to you, Angela. Thank you. Shout out to Angela. Shout out to Angie. Or Grok. That's true. Or Claude. Whoopies. Ting ting. Listen, dude. I don't play with pen pal shit. And by the way, let me just be honest with you, ladies. It doesn't only happen to you. You're loving the video quality difference, sir. Thank you. It doesn't only happen to you. Women do this too to men. This is not me generalizing, but also genderizing this. That's a new statement I just made up. New word. It doesn't only happen to you, ladies. It happens to men too. Women will use men for attention for quite some time and avoid their asking out in a way where they do jujitsu on the words. They flow with the words. They say, he'll be like, hey, do you want to go out Friday? I'll be like, no, I don't know about Friday. I can't. I'm going out with my friends, but maybe sometime in the next couple of weeks would like that. You see that jujitsu? And if he had some real ones around him, they would tell him, man, leave that girl alone. That's not a girl who likes you doesn't communicate with you like that. That's how women do it. See, women do this like jujitsu flow of like, maybe in the next few weeks. Yeah, would like that. Maybe in the next few weeks. See, and I'm just trying to show you the both sides here. That's all. I'm just trying to show you the both sides. That's all I'm trying to do. Because I don't like the pen pal stuff. The pen pal stuff boils me because you don't need to. It's just the fact when you really like somebody, you tend to put up with this kind of stuff. Yuck. You're dumb. That's right. Oh yeah, guys, we're just getting started on YouTube. Really, this is my first one. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be on Tuesday, I'm going to be on TikTok doing my live. But tonight is this, and this I really like and appreciate. And some of you might not like this because it is very different. But I would stick this out with me because this one, I want to make this go a little bit better. I want this to be the call-in. I want this to be the call-in center, and TikTok is naturally, it's just a part of the platform, but YouTube, we're doing something a little different here. Oh yeah. Shout out to Janice. Yeah, ASMR. Listen, here's the thing, guys. If you want to call in, the link, as you guys see, the link is in my description of the video, and it's also pinned in my YouTube comment section. So you can see the link there if you want to join. If we got one more, I'll take it. We're going to see. Again, we're new to YouTube, so we're migrating over here. We're trying to get accustomed, and we're going to flow with it. But yeah, see, I got my nice little bing back here. Bing bing. Nice little fire lit. Hopefully you guys can hear me properly. I think you can. I think the mic's just right. I could be wrong. Woof, woof. Shout out to Austin. Eventually at some point, I'm going to get the super chats in here, Austin. But for now, I'm going to grow, we're going to grow this up a little bit. You know how it goes. Shout out to you. Oh, yeah. Well, the super chat doesn't exist for me yet, but it'll get there. All right, I'm going to give a last chance. If somebody wants to call into the stream, I'm going to give you one more shot because I'm trying to navigate these over as cleanly as possible. Yeah, it is a change up, by the way. This is a change up. And by the way, for those that come over from the change up, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I understand it's different. Of course it is. That's how it's supposed to be. There's an Austin calling in. Austin, is that you? Is that Austin? I think I see an Austin in the room. Maybe he can't respond in here. Is that him? I can't really. Let me see. Let me see that. Bing, bing. Da, 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 da. Oh, Nicole. Hold on, Austin. The other Austin. I'll get to you in a second. Hello,
Hi, how are you?
Nicole.
Yeah, how are you?
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Fantastic. Where are you calling from, Nicole?
Australia.
Australia.
Mm.
Well, God diggity. And how old are you?
I'm 52.
How old?
52.
52. Okay, go ahead. What you got for us?
I just want to thank you because before I went on TikTok, I was not interested in dating. I had been working on myself for a long time and just wasn't interested. But I guess your videos sort of helped me, and now I'm married. His, yeah, it's a weird situation. But it's it was hard, and this is weird. So yeah, I just wanted to thank you.
Well, congratulations, girl.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations. So wait, so hold on a second. You haven't dated for a long time, you said, before this?
Yeah.
How
Well, I
long?
thought 2018, I sort of dated someone, and before then, 2012, I sort of. I've been married 3 times before my husband now, and they were all abusive. I had to work on myself, and I just liked being single, I guess, and I wasn't going to settle. And then this man came along, and he wouldn't give up. He wouldn't run away. I gave him many reasons to run away, and yeah, now it's just happened. So,
How long have you been married?
about a month.
1 month.
Yeah.
He proposed to you.
He proposed to me December last year.
Wow.
Gave me a
You guys-
ring and everything.
Wow. Did you guys have a wedding?
Not a traditional wedding, no.
Okay, but you got married.
Yeah.
Well, listen, girl,
Well,
congratulations to
done
you. Do you guys live together?
Not yet.
Not
He's
yet.
still in the States. Long distance does work.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I'd be dating someone overseas. Never thought I would. But situations change, and technology. And as for being with someone younger, I never thought that would happen either. But I used to always like older men. But I'm older now, so
Okay, Nicole, let me ask you a couple questions. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. How did you meet him?
Do I have to say?
No, you don't. Have you met him in person?
Non-traditional sense, no.
In the physical sense?
No.
I'm sorry?
No.
You have not.
No.
So you got married to him and you never met him?
As I said, it's a really weird situation.
I got a bigger
And
question. I got a bigger question for you. How old is he?
he is 38.
38. Where in the U.S. does he live?
New York.
New York.
Mm.
Interesting. I don't like the sound of this.
Why not?
Well, because you married a dude you never met. What's going on there? Nicole, please tell me. Please, what's going on there? How did that happen?
I have no idea. It just did.
Girl, is he scamming you?
Is this what's going in the chat?
No. I'm asking a question because here's the thing. Guys don't just marry women they've never met. That just doesn't happen. And by the way, Nicole, I'm on your team here. I'm rooting for you, but I ain't going to lie to you. Guys don't marry girls they don't meet.
Well, I thought I would never marry a guy I never met either.
So a 38-year-old dude from New York found you somewhere on the internet and proposed to you? Nicole, I'm rooting for you here. I was on your team for a moment. I'm just here to protect you at this point because I'm trying to figure out how the hell. I don't like the sound of it. Did you talk to lawyers?
Yes.
And they were like, sounds great.
No, the lawyer, he says this happens a lot. But I'm not, yeah.
Nicole, this never happens. This never happens. It never happens because not only are men in general pretty hesitant to get married for a variety of reasons, but they typically don't get married to somebody they've never met.
To be honest, I didn't even want to get married again. Anyway, there you go. That's my story.
Okay. Nicole, I'm on your team again. I want to remind you, but gee, Lee. I heard that giggle, girl. And who's tickling you over there? It's not him because he ain't over there. Who's making you laugh like Elmo? Who's tickling you like Elmo now? Because it ain't him.
I'm nervous. And you're
He's-
talking to me for a long time. Yeah.
I am talking to you for a
No.
long time because I care for you.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Oh
Thank you.
yeah. Oh yeah. People to call in here, especially here. I care. I care about your story too. I just find it fascinating because I'm like, well, wait a minute. What's a 38-year-old dude going to marry somebody he's never met before? For what reason? And then I have to ask a number of questions.
I thought it was a scam. I've been told it was phishing, all sorts of things. I didn't go into this lightly.
But then what's the point of being married with somebody you've never met before?
It's going to come here.
When?
We're working on it.
Let me ask you a bigger question, Nicole. Have you ever FaceTimed him?
In a weird way, yes.
I'm sorry?
In a weird way, yes.
Have you seen this guy on video? Yes or no? Give me a straight answer. Come on,
Yes.
Nicole, don't play with me.
Yes.
You've seen him on video. What is a weird way? You said a weird way.
Because I keep my relationship private.
Yeah, I know, but you said in a weird way. Yes, we have.
Well, I don't want to say.
Okay.
I have enough judgment from people around me. I don't need judgment here or from you.
Well, fair enough. But part of the problem is you called into the show, so I'm naturally going to question you,
Okay, go.
right?
Yeah.
But I'm also naturally going to question something that sounds very suspicious. Only in your, I mean, I'm not arguing against you. I'm just trying to say, what the hell's going on here? You know? Anyway. All right. Nobody can tell you nothing, Nicole. I'm not here to tell you nothing. I'm not going to tell you
Thank you.
nothing. All right, Nicole. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Good night.
Wow. That was a lot. That was a lot. Darn it. How could you let this happen? How could you let this happen? All right. I've heard some crazy marriage stories, but let me tell you something right freaking now. I could have went off there, but you know, I can't. You know, my heart was in her. My heart was in her too much. She said, thank you. I want you to show. Come on, what do you want me to do here? Oh my God. I'm just hoping, please, Nicole, I hope you didn't send this dude money. How did you get me? I need a massage after this. This is a tough one. That's a tough one. That's tough. Austin,
What's up?
what's going on?
How are you?
Good, man. How you doing? Which Austin is this?
This is the guy that sends you 25 galaxies every stream.
This is Austin? Austin, get out of here. What's going on, man?
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How you doing?
Good. Chicago area. I'm going to be 29 in about 4 days.
Okay, go ahead. What you got for us?
I might have accidentally clicked in, but I want to say I appreciate what you do. Thanks for all your advice.
Shout out to Austin, man. I'm glad I'm talking to Austin because Austin's been in my TikTok show for quite some time.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I wanted to put a voice to the name. I called about a year and a half ago, but I was talking to you about talking to different women at the gym. This was. I don't know if you remember that, but that was
a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it, Austin. I appreciate you calling in and saying this. Appreciate it a lot. Shout out to Austin. There you go. Shout out to Austin. Appreciate you, man.
Yep, I'll see you around. Thank you.
My guy, Austin. Austin, shout out to Austin. And he did put the camera on for him and he was like, boom. And that was I think that was different from the guy that was in the picture. I could be wrong, but I can't. Listen, I don't know if we can say, listen, Nicole, if Nicole's in here. If Nicole's in here, Nicole, we're on your team, but hold on, girl. You better hold the nay this thing down. You better take that horsey and slow this thing down. I can't believe you already got married. Darn it. All right, guys. That's it for the stream. I'll see tomorrow night. I'll be doing TikTok. By the way, I'll be back on here Wednesday. I'm gonna be doing these streams Monday, Wednesday. Maybe Thursday, depending, and I'll do TikTok Tuesday, maybe Thursday. We'll see. So I know, guys. Listen, I know some of you like TikTok more, some of you like YouTube more. But here's the thing: I want to do more YouTube. I like the longer form. I like my studio setup that I got. I'm trying, I like it here. I like my little switcher. TikTok one, of course. But here's the thing: you guys understand? I was doing TikTok live streams for 2 years, over 2 years actually, 2.5 live streams, call-in shows, 2.5 years. Got to switch some stuff up sometimes. Shout out to Austin. W. Austin and Chatty. All right. Appreciate y'all. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow on TikTok. And Wednesday, I'll see you guys here 9:30 p.m. Eastern. All right. Ta-ta, y'all.